In this ROM I don't have advanced restart button, as you guys can see. Let's power off, and as you can see guys, this is the Redmi Note 7 Pro. I have 6GB 128GB version, and press the volume up button and power button simultaneously until it boots into the recovery. I am using here the Orange Fox recovery. Latest update has been received. I did not download that. Let's see. I will download today the Orange Fox recovery latest version. This is just one version older. And into the wipe section, select Dalvik Cache System, vendor and data, and swipe to wipe. Once that has been done, go into storage and select wherever the files you have downloaded, and first flash the firmware. We have here like 12.5.1.0. that's the global stable firmware available for Redmi Note 7 Pro. After this, again go to storage and select the file. I am here using the Cherish OS version 2.10 for while time in the Redmi Note 7 Pro. This is the latest update with Android 11. As you can see guys, this is the latest build for Redmi Note 7 Pro. It takes a little bit of time to flash the ROM. Wait until it gets flashed. As you can see, the ROM has been flashed. Again go into storage and select fcrypt disabler. This how. After that, go into here and select reboot and system. And if you're first time to this channel, hit that subscribe button and also allow the bell notification by pressing the bell icon, and select all notification in order to get notified for new videos. And this is the Cherish OS logo. In this video I am going to explain about bugs, features, and BGMA gameplay and benchmark result, and what all the customization available. Everything will be explained in this video. Stay tuned till the end of the video such that you will understand everything what I say. Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to my new video guys. This is Sampath. You watching Sampath's FX YouTube channel, and this is the Cherish OS version 2.10 Hola for while time in the Redmi Note 7 Pro with Android 11 only. Android 12 version is different, Android 11 version is different, and we get 1 October 2021 security patch, and the kernel used here is 4.14.255 Ryzen kernel, and this is the latest build actually. This like January 4th like that it has been received, and I have been testing it for like 4 hours now. It's a very good ROM actually, and I have been running the CPU throttling test for last 4 minutes 44 seconds. You can see here the maximum is 140, minimum is 122, and average is 134. And let's see the dialer in this ROM, and you will get direct video call feature, which is not a problem, and there is no call recording feature in this ROM. You'll get all Google applications pre-installed. And see the speed test here. I have like 100 Mbps plan, but I connected with 2.4 GHz Wi-Fi with Wi-Fi speeds and mobile internet connection and carrier aggregation. There is no problem. Even earpiece problem while calling, I have never faced any issues. Into the styles and wallpapers, you get this kind of settings. It takes a little bit of time to load sometimes, and styles you get nothing, and grid size you'll get from 2 to 2 to 4 to 4, or even 5 to 5 also is available. As you can see, the wallpapers are given in this ROM. Android 11 type, Android 12 it's not available as of now in this ROM particularly. And into the app drawer you will get like this apps, and see the Geekbench scores with chart. The single score performance is 486 and the multi-score performance is 1384, which is very good. The kernel used here is Ryzen latest kernel for Redmi Note 7 Pro with Cherish OS 2.10 Hola for Redmi Note 7 Pro, and you will get ANX camera as pre-installed camera. First time it will boot out of memory, I mean like this, and in the next run you will use the application, which is not a problem. If you want, you can use any Gcam ports, those are also working fine in this ROM, which is not a problem. And coming to DRM info here, you will get level 1 certification such that watching HD content in OTT applications is not a problem. And Google Pay and even the WhatsApp and MyJio all are working fine. Let me show you the safety net status here. Fortunately it gets passed, which is very good in my opinion. This is a very good ROM with Android 11 only, but let's see into this is a quick settings panel. You get minimal settings here. You can add some of the settings. Lots of quick settings toggles are available. Even sleep mode, like some of the options are available. Even FPS info overlay is also available. This is a quick settings panel. You can customize everything. I will show you in the next second. This is how the settings panel you will get. Network and connected devices and personalization. You get apps and notification here. You will get conversation notifications. If you press bubbles option is available. If you want, you can disable, and notification history also you can see here if you enable this. And these all the settings you get. You can check out some of the important settings. Few people might be knowing it required, then you can check out here. And app, this not working, and default apps here you can choose. And the Pixel launcher is pre-installed as a home launcher here, and permission manager and special app access is also given. You can change from here everything regarding apps and notifications. And into the Cherry settings, this is the plenty of customization available in this ROM. And status bar settings, you get status bar battery style here. You can change from here. You can adjust the battery text left side, right side, and battery percentage also you can adjust from here. And custom flash, like if you charge, let me show you how is the charging animation. First of all, as you can see, this thing you can change from there what I have explained. This is how the charging animation you get once you plug the charger. As you can see in the status bar settings, as I explained, you can change here. And display cutout, you can enable the logo and status bar lyric. All these settings are given in this ROM. Into the quick settings, you get these things I explained. In the themes, you get like this. You can change here. You can schedule the dark mode also, but there is no settings to enable different type of dark mode. Let's see how it is. It's pitch black. Yes, it's in pitch black condition. As you can see, this is how the settings panel you will get. There and there it's gray, but overall it's pitch black condition only. Into the app drawer also it's fine like that. I am expecting in Android 12 based ROMs. As of now it's not available. Let's see how long it takes to get like this pitch black condition in Android 12 ROMs. Monet, these also you can disable from here. Let me disable the dark theme first. Okay, there is an option. As you can see, these things I am expecting in Android 12 like this. Few people might like dark theme like complete pitch black. Few people like these settings. Let's see in Android 12 ROMs this customization if they implement, that's going to be very good in my opinion. Into the button settings, you get navigation, gesture options, arrow keys, navigation bar, gestures. Here also there is double tap to sleep on status bar, lock screen, swipe to screenshot, screen of power button, torch. Those things are given in this ROM. Into animations, these all the settings you get. Animation style also you can select. Toast animation also, there are plenty of options you can select from here. Into the lock screen, there are plenty of options. Lock screen, charging information, charging in animation, charging background, charging animation you can choose from here. As you can see, as I said before, here also there is a option. Fingerprint authentication vibration and fingerprint error vibration. Hide lock screen, status bar always on display, schedule disabled here. If you want, you can enable from here. These all the lock screen settings you get. Into the power menu, there is advanced restart button. Let me show you. As you can see, advanced, you can directly go into recovery or bootloader, even the system UR system. This is a very good cool feature. And into the notifications, you get vibrate on call, call waiting on disconnect. These things you can enable or disable from here. Even you can select the notification light, battery charging light. Some of the settings you can read in the screen. Vibration for notification you can enable or disable from here. In the miscellaneous settings, you will get gaming mode. As you can see, if you enable, there are plenty of options like dynamic mode, disable automatic brightness, notification, Damaku, and quick start apps. You can select here. Plenty of options. You can enable no ringing, answering calls automatically, disabling gestures. If you enable these things, the gameplay experience will be much better. This all the gaming mode experience you can adjust from here. Those things are given. And suspend actions, there are plenty of options here. some of the options you can check out on the screen. Into the about, you will get this kind of settings. There's a Cherish OS 2.10 for Ola. I'm in Redmi Note 7 Pro Violet here I'm using. And battery settings, you can see some of the animations here, and if you press like that, this is the battery usage you will get. The idle battery drain is very good on this smartphone, it's very less after this Cherish OS. I'm going to test furthermore also. If you want to update the battery stats furthermore, you can comment down below. I will be updating if you required enough. And battery life is going to be better with Android 11 with Ryzen kernels are always going to be better. We'll get adaptive battery, aggressive battery, adaptive charging, sleep mode, adaptive battery. This how battery saver. You will get extreme battery saver also. You can choose which are the essential apps you need to be keep, and these all the cycles you will get. Into the display, as I explained, everything is working fine here, no problem. You can even choose colors from here, that's not a problem in the ROM. Into the security, you will get like, let me show you. There is a screen lock, fingerprint, face unlock, app locker, which is a big thumbs up from my side, which is really good. No need to install any third-party application to add those things. And into the accessibility, there is the accessibility menu also, but it's an Android 11 type. You need to swipe like this. And into system settings, if you go into gesture and into the navigation and press the settings, there is an option to increase the gesture bar length and radius. These also I need to be implement. I mean, some of the Android 12 ROMs, not some, many are not having this feature. I need these things in Android 12 also. Let's see when those things are available. You can see here guys how thick the gesture bar length and also the radius, how thick it is, such that it's easily visible. You can operate like this in order to go into previous application. That's why I required those things. Comment down below if you guys also like such a big gesture bar or not. Do comment down in the comment section below. And I hope I explained everything in this ROM. And let's see the BGMI into this ROM. RAM management is also very good. Let's see the BGMI gameplay. And into the graphics settings, you get smooth plus ultra only. If you want, you can use GFX tool to enable the 60 fps. And how many of you guys know to file transfer method to get 60 fps? Is it working? Comment down in the comment section below. It's little bit lag there, and the loudspeakers are also loud enough, not a problem. This how volume panel you get. If you enable like this, it's come like this. Okay, the gameplay is also nice, and what I can say about this ROM is very good. You can definitely try it out as a daily driver. Those who don't require Android 12 and those features, then you can definitely try it out this ROM, guys. It's really fine and smooth enough. There is no lag and there are no bugs as of now. If I found anything, I will be explaining it out. And this is how you can take the screenshot also. And let me show you the fingerprint unlock. This is very important because you will unlock every day, and even the face unlock is also very quick, and fingerprint unlock is also very good. And this is how the Cherish OS 2.10 OLAF or Redmi Note 7 Pro. If you like the video, give it a like, guys, and if you're still not subscribed to my YouTube channel, hit that subscribe button also, and also allow the notification also. And thank you for watching, guys. We'll meet you with another interesting video. Until that, keep smiling. Bye bye for now.